motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this offense coming out slow.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. They'll give it to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Zips want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody...
On 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll run play action. Turns it loose. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You could underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it into the 49.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Witherspoon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Hudson picks up the 20. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Zips are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Okay, ready? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
Makes the catch. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those up.
The Zips, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll find enough running room to get it just just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO fired complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Witherspoon.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dillon. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Zips want to crank the tempo. Working that left side now. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight end now in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. First down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll leave it with him. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Zips with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, and time is running short. What a play by this defense.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made...
has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and reading it.
Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. Caught, and he's close to a first down. Nice pickup there. The Zips come to the line. the shotgun, they go to the ground. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Zips are on the move. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pick up a 5. You'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd down play from the gun. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They get to the line quickly.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get them in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man.
Go ahead and throw the mic on. Got shit else to do. I know I've been losing what's my fault? I've been lose to Akron, some bush. It's on Heisman, so you know that AI. I don't know what they be doing like that. He had to block me. You see him block me? Truck the shit out. $24-20. I'm 0. There we go. There we go. They just trying to keep me out of the way, pretty much. And then they trying to, every now and then they try to run it right at me because bring a few different blockers. Oh, hell no. See, they're trying to isolate me. Look at that. Yeah, they're trying to isolate me. They're doing a good job, too, because my AI is not that good. My teammates are not that good, so they're not stepping up. So they know if they isolate me, they're scoring. Not saying I'm all that. I'm just saying that's what's going on. See, an end is harder to.
Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Zips have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. And the Zips have it for the 1st and 10.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. He could not execute that play in the back.
And just a short, safe pass played into the field. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after that.
You gotta love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get concerned. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The Zips back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The handoff keeps working on that clock. He's brought down to the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Zips in the hurry up. Fires into the end zone.
The AI don't be doing me right, man. It's hard to win. I can do what I gotta do, but then you know how that go.
Get out of here with a W, offense.
The give to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance? I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in one game. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area.
See what I'm saying? You can't really track wins, man.
That will put the wrap on things from here.
I'm trying to figure out what
Iris Davis, you've been watching.
yeah, you can't really track wins. I'm trying to see what 27 about to be like. They need to hurry him come out. Not that that's gonna be any better. Take my stats. Go to my stats. Where my stats? Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's talk for just a minute about Price. We've been watching them all year, but David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last two.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season.
And they're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep winning. You got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. We got to see that today.
They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. Just looking for a...
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The option look. Power football with the run. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution in a critical game.
Lots of room to run, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown! On the set. Slam. Gives it on the option. Oh, what a cut! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this defense, they will.
This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Here we go. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the left. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats.
Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down, but they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You see that they're taking a shot.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll open this drive, looking to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. On the double. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Got his man on the right. Quick step and go. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Ready up. The Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Base grab on the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Here comes the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the chains for this offense. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Give to the back. Nice pick up on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls. And the Owls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Here we go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab right down the middle. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. You could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot.
Got it. Easy.
It's a reverse. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
formation, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
In blue. In blue.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Handoff to the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense, but this is something they hang their hat.
Ready, set. Cricket.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Okay,
There's
ready.
just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
He'll do it himself. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
Slam.
They go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Ready. Moves. Blitz. Blitz.
Rides the back on the option. The give. Good running there. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
On the ready.
And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short.
Stand. Hut.
He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Easy.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the ground with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Got it.
The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Get set.
After the run, now to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. Got enough for the first. There he goes. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter.
Ready up.
That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Okay, so first down, we'll open up the final period. The give to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Pound 55 weak.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And tackled there by the defense.
This
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Ready.
And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give on the option.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Handoff from the gun. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll roll the screen.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game when the league get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I think we're going to see a lot more of this from this offense. Listen, you're backed up on your own end. You got the lead. More importantly, you want to continue to run the clock, get first downs, be the physical team right here. The ground game, I imagine, is going to be a big part of their playbook moving forward.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory.
Ready up.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that one.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things and
to fire from the pistol. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Jocelyn. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on second down for this offense.
Easy.
Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Moore. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Let's go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week. And you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools. And this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Wants to throw again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Quick release by the QB. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock it down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. Here we go. He only got sacked.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line.
Pound 55 weak.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Gets it out fast. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That quarterback put his face in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The give to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Beavers look to keep this drive humming.
Lasso! Lasso!
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
A little screen to the running back. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Beavers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short.
29 Philly. 2-9.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the stick. It's Sanchez. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Spire!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lanning. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go!
Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's caught. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Beavers can really attack on this second and short. Pulls and throws on Scorpio. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he waltzes into the score. Touchdown!
Ready,
The
set.
Beavers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Easy!
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lanning. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
The run game is good. The balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Firing to the right, complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Ready?
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That, friends, is a must-win.
And the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been
On the ready? Here we go!
They'll try to pop the draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gonna swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Lanning. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Got it?
Now from the 40, it's first and 10.
42 Spider!
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Grab behind the line.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Throw those mitts up there, catching the football.
Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass.
Ready up. Moves.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Taking it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the ball and picking up their yardage on return. What a play there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
55.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Justin.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Lanning. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. This will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
On the ready. Spider.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. The safe ball on the wide receiver screen. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Beavers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Beavers will have it 1st and 10.
Easy.
They're going to ride this running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Ready up.
Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the
Ready. In blue. In blue.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Found the spot in the defense. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Okay. Break.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Ready.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Here we go.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. What if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road? I can. Great job with the base defense making the play.
What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone.
On the
The
ready.
Beavers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The run from the shotgun.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on.
The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just
On the double. Set. Ready.
wants to throw on first down off the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the team.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Back over in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Sanchez. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Sanchez. Touchdown, Oregon State! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The Beavers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Easy.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Beavers! Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Beavers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they...
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. And the Beavers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Okay, ready?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Ready?
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Cricket.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Direct snap. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Defense in press coverage. On the option.